Okay, the colonist worm parasite way of thinking, which has infected the world. Let's get to this mentality real fast. So you fight nature until you get tired of breaking it, just like anything, cutting the grass, weeding, whatever you're doing, you fight in nature. So then once you can finally, you break it to a point where you feel like I'm tired, I can turn my back on it for a moment, then you can start to build the unnatural, pretty much with the nature that you just destroyed, you build the unnatural. So you turn your back on nature and misarrange nature in a way that's complementary for your daemon or your demon, your beast, your animated or animal part of you. So that's the devil. So that's the auditory communication in the body. The body communicates auditorily, and then the soul or the God communicates visually. So anyway, back on the course. So nature, of course, is resilient. It crawls back and it strengthens constantly because the true nature of nature is infinity. So you cut the grass or whatever, cut back the hedges or whatever, and it constantly grows back because the nature of life itself it just will continue to come back if it's closer to the infinite, or if it's more real, it'll be closer to the infinite. So it's immortal. It'll continue to come back forever. So as you get more tired as from years and years of fighting nature in all ways, this is just a simple way of looking at it, because this consumes the hours of your life too. You're a slave to your yard if you live in the suburbs. So you get more tired after years of doing it, so you find different ways of doing it, whether it's paying people to do it or getting different machinery to do it, and you just use other methods to fight nature. And since everything that you built is nature in a misarranged way, it makes it finite, and so that means it has to end, it has to crumble, because it had a beginning. Anything with a beginning has an ending. So, and anything that's not breathing with life, it has to be consumed by life. So if life doesn't flow through it, life has to turn this into life. It'll turn what's dead into life. So that's why people are killed and things of that nature. All that is why, because you're not breathing properly. You have to think of yourself as a house too that's getting overtaken by the ivy and the vines and the trees and the leaves falling and all that. It's the same thing. You got to cleanse. It's like the spring cleaning is the same thing. So it's just a constant fight, at just repatching too, trying to stop all the leaks and stuff. And you never get a peace of mind in that life, and you're just casting your offspring out into a world where they don't know what nature is. So their future is volatile because they're going to have to keep fighting nature like you did. And knowing that is the experience to be, you die diseased. There's no way to go to sleep at ease like that. So your dreams will always be conflicting with you, and you'll always wake up more and more tired and have less and less energy as the years go on, especially, if you're eating more dense light or what you call food. So, yeah, that's the colonist mind that has infected everybody pretty much for the most part in different ways and different levels of how you fight nature, and then it crawls back and it will eventually consume you because you're just trying to rearrange nature in a way to see things in a way that are not natural, and you behave in the way of the unnatural, which is the nature of the unnatural, in other words. So that's that. ROYALT512@yahoo.com to contact me, and the paperback books and ebooks are under Arba Vegan on Amazon.